Okay, so that's the end of my video. Just went off. I had to restart it again. So here's a weird thing I was looking. Look at this dude above me. This just happened to me a second ago where I was looking for myself on the map and I realized I'm not here. And I've never seen where I'm not here before. So I was like, what the hey is going on? I gotta be on it because I'm here. The other planes are there. And then I discovered this. Over here, you. Let's get rid of some of that stuff. Rid of the navigation. Get rid of the ILSs. So then I discovered I couldn't find myself, but I'm actually right here. I'm underneath this plane. And then when I should just see one of them pass me by. What I did was when I looked around behind me, this dude is cruising me. So this is part of the game where you can make planes friendly or foe. And I have them set to friendly because I was having trouble shooting them down. So the only way I could catch them was making them friends and get closer to me. No, it's actually because when you turn them into fighters and that, they will shoot you down as passenger planes and stuff. And I didn't really understand what was going on at the time. It's strange. You get hit by bird strikes and stuff when you're taking off and all this as well in this game. It's very well done. We should pay attention to where we're going. So we're still a ways out. So I've got 3.2 miles before this turn. And then it's going to be... So this is another way of telling it. No, we're still coming down here. So we got another 75 miles to go. So I am not going to drag you through all of that. Oh, the thing I was just saying about the throttle control system, it's also that the real ones look that way. They do have an armature and that coming out of them. And the 3D printer would have been fabulous for to be able to use for them. But I don't want to shell out the money and start learning that, as I just said. I think I said that on the other video. So I'm going to pause this and then I'll show you the landing. Okay, just going to start this up again. And what I'm doing here is, I will show you. This is the airport that we're arriving at. We are over here at the moment. We're coming in directly at it. Now what it's going to do is the plane's going to use the GPS and go up here and come back down this way and land on that one. Or line you up for landing on that one. We're going to actually do something different. I'm going to get the plane, I'm going to set the ILS. The ILS is here on this plane. I was on this airport and it's pointing that way. So that sun was on 1110 is the frequency. So that's blowing out a tunnel there. If I can get into that tunnel there, the plane. So what I want to do is I want to turn this way. So I want to come across. I'm going to change the heading and manually change the heading on this. So I'll go on the plane here. Draw me a rose. I want to draw me a rose. Okay, draw me a rose on my plane. I don't know about that, dude. This is a rose beside us. So I'm looking for a heading because as you can see 360 is north, but north is actually running that way. So these maps are not directly straight. So you have to be careful of that. So I'm going to go out at like 90 degrees would be this way, but that's actually not 90 degrees. That's going to be 90 degrees for on this picture is actually going to be somewhere around. We'll do a heading of 80 degrees. I'll pick up that ILS, and I know that ILS is 110. Or 1110, so I've already programmed that into, and I programmed it into 2 stacks, 1110, and I programmed it to the standby. The reason for that is, when you're flying on GPS, that there will tell you that you're on track for the GPS. If you switch it over to nav, it'll start working on the nav radios. I can get that guy out of the way. Like if I set the nav, you'll see that swing. Now, it hasn't picked anything up, but that's why it's doing that. Am I even getting this right now? I'm going to calm down. So what I want to do is I want to do a heading, I decided already, of 80 degrees. So down here, I'm going to do heading 80. That's 90. We want to go around to 80. Right there. We're going to tell the plane to use a heading now and not lock onto the altimeter anymore. So it should start to bank around to that heading and run at that. And we're at 4,500 feet, so we can come down a little bit, I think. As you see, I'm not flying any of this. Since we took off, I've never touched the yoke on it. You don't really fly with unless you want it. Smaller planes, usually. The bigger planes are less nice. Like the Concorde and everything, I literally can't put my hand on that yoke. Before you know, you blow the wings off it. Jet planes are the same. You really don't tear around in them. The Mustang is cool because you can just tear around in that thing. You can't pull the wings off it. But on the jet fighters and stuff, you do over-G them. You can blow panels and you can blow tires off them. I don't know how that happens where I'm in the air and I've already put the wheels in it because you just blew a tire off you. But that's for another day. As I said, vertical pitch. So the whole autopilot one in this is these 10 buttons, which is nearly the same 10 buttons. There's probably another 3 or 4 on the commercial planes. But this is pretty much what you're going to get. Smaller planes will have a little bit. But this is what we're going to be shooting for. So we need this. We need, that's our speed. That just locks the speed down. This locks your vertical speed, how the climb rate up and down, that you're telling it what altitude you want to be at. So this is telling us how quick you want to rise or drop to, watch, I'll put it up to 50. It'll nosedive. So it's just telling it the rate of climb. And as you can see, the motor is pitching up and down because it wants to try and keep 200 mile an hour. Because that's what that's set for. So, bar them, that's pretty much where you're going. Bar the heading that's involved in this little guy in here. And a lot of the autopilots, they have their heading up here. They don't use that little clock that's down here. You still can't use it, but they have one up there, which I would like to do as well. We're still a few miles out, because I'm going to pause it again. Oh wow, we have a weather thing here. I guess we're flying right into it. Oh well, it'll be fine. I think. Are we high enough? No. We are not. Are you crazy? Altimeter. Let's go higher. Up. This is the freak out time coming because I can't get the buttons to do what I needed to do. Vertical speed. Pitch up. Up you go, buddy. Throttle up. Nope. There we go. And so she just rise up. I'm going to pause you again because you don't need to be watching all of this nonsense. I'll get you, I'll turn it back on again when we're coming around for arrival or approach. See, we're not too far off this now. So what I'm going to do is, this girl, an amazing thing about planes is they really don't like to slow down, believe it or not. The bigger planes are horrendous, dude. I end up passing the airports on a regular basis. You just can't get them to slow down at all. So this guy I'm going to set, because he's handy, I'm going to set him for about 140. Let's see, I'm going to do 140. And I can use air brakes for the slow me down now. The reason I want to get down to speed is I want to get the wheels and the flaps down. This plane is super sensitive. If I'm, might even have to be less than 140. This thing will fly at like 80 mile an hour. Like, these small planes are built for short runways. Don't go down that low, dude. Hollywood sky. Try 120. Try 120. What are we doing? Okay. These guys are just being goofy. I'm slowing down, so it's annoying now. Funny down planes. And then we will do gear. And then we're going to do one layer of flaps. Gusting all over the place. Check on our map where we are. So we're coming across the bottom here. I think this is us here. We're underneath that guy. As soon as we get close to this, we're going to see that it'll start picking up the beacon. It'll start beeping. I'm going to bring us a little more south so that we have a little bit of a run at it. So I'm going to turn this way a little bit. It's actually picked up the signal there, so it does know that there's an ILS around. And what it's going to do is it's going to see, I can't see both of them. Okay, there we go.